Hey guys, Lucas Still and Isaiah Nunez with Optimum Athletes. Today we're going to talk to you guys about a piece of technology that's now very commonplace in the baseball world, the Rapsodo. So the Rapsodo sits on the ground in front of home plate and gives you a bunch of information on your pitch. The very first thing the Rapsodo tells you is velocity. This is a big number on the screen, and it's a metric that a lot of coaches put a lot of stock into. And if you're not reaching a certain velo, you're probably going to end your career sooner rather than later. So velocity is very important. This is known. But on top of velocity, it gives you a bunch of other things. So one thing is spin rate. You want to dive into spin rate?
Yeah, spin rate. So right here, spin rate is the rate at which the ball is spinning after the ball is released from a pitcher's hand. The average spin rate so far this year has been, in the majors, 2,300 compared to the velo, which has been about 93.3 miles per hour.
What pitch is that?
The fastball.
The fastball, yes it is.
Yes,
it is. So in addition to spin rate, the Rapsodo also tells you your spin direction. So if you imagine a clock with noon being the top, and then if you're looking at the baseball, the right of it is 3 o'clock, the bottom is 6, and then the left is 9. If that ball is truly 100% backspun and spinning exactly upward, parallel with the ground, or perpendicular with the ground, that would be spinning at a 12 o'clock spin direction. Obviously, a righty will usually be between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock, while a lefty will be between 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock on the other side.
So next is going to be spin efficiency. Spin efficiency is the total spin compared to the true spin. So what that basically is going to be, so this is a completely backspun four-seam fastball. This is going to be 100% spin efficiency. If we turn it to the side and get football or bullet spin, that's going to be 0% spin efficiency. One pitch that we like to keep the spin rate high in, or the spin efficiency high in, is going to be the fastball. We like to avoid an inherent cut.
Yeah, so obviously Isaiah went over 100% spin efficiency and 0%, but there's a wide range in there. You know, a guy might throw a fastball at 92% spin efficiency when we're chasing 100, or it's going to be different on each pitch, so that gives you a lot of information on that. Spin direction, spin rate, and spin efficiency all combine to affect the movement of this ball. So another thing that Rapsodo tells you is the V brake and H brake, or the vertical brake and the horizontal brake of the pitch. What that means is it's not telling you, for the V brake, it's not telling you how much it's going up and down from a starting point of 0. It's telling you how much that ball is deviating from the path it would be on if it had no spin at all. So if it was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball and it had 0 spin, and then you add spin to it, say 2,200, 2,300, and let's say that the Rapsodo tells you it has 18 inches of V-brake, it's not saying that the ball from a straight line parallel to the ground went up 20 inches. It's telling you that from the ball's natural path that it would fall as it traveled toward home plate because of gravity, it didn't fall 18 inches that it was supposed to fall. And then on the flip side of that, if you're throwing a curveball that has top spin or a spin direction closer to 6 o'clock, then it's usually going to have a negative V-brake or vertical brake because it is moving more towards the earth than a pitch with no spin. So let's say it has negative 10 inches of V-brake on the curveball, then that pitch is moving 10 inches more than it would if it had no spin.
Right, and the same thing would be said for horizontal brake or H brake, but in side to side, right? So the changeup, if we're talking about negative, deviate from the path, same thing from the slider, in the opposite direction.
And that's the view from a lefty standpoint,
yes.
Just because Isaiah's a lefty. So usually you want your changeup to fade towards the arm that you throw with, and then slider opposite. So I'm not sure if we touched on this yet, but there are 4 different types of spin, or 3 if you count side spin both ways, that affect the movement of the ball. So backspin fights gravity and fights the ball from going downwards. Topspin or front spin spins with gravity and increases movement downwards. Side spin to the right will cause the ball to move to the right, and then side spin to the left will cause the ball to move to the left. As Isaiah already mentioned, a bullet spun fastball actually doesn't move at all if it's truly bullet spun. So if you have a slider that is 100% bullet spun, which would be 0% spin efficiency, it actually would just fall with gravity. A couple other things that the Rapsodo tells you that are just basic things is, one, it gives you a pitch count. So it keeps track of how many pitches you throw, so there's no more guessing, like, oh, I want to throw a 25-pitch bullpen, and you get 15 pitches into it, and you're like, oh, I forget what I was on. It tells you right there in the bottom left-hand corner. It gives you your average and max velocities for each pitch. So you'll be able to know, like, oh, the fastest fastball I threw today was, say, 87, but my average was 84.6. So it gives you those two numbers as well. And then the last part that it gives you is it allows you to label your pitches. So when you throw a changeup, you click the changeup label. When you click the curveball, you click the curveball label. So what that does is when you go back and look at the pitches afterwards, you'll be able to quickly find which pitch you're looking for the numbers. And also when you look at your averages, it's averaging just the curveballs together and just the fastballs, so you're not having an average of all of that, which would just kind of be a random number. Yeah, I think that's pretty much just the basics as far as the information that Rapsodo gives you. And the really cool thing about Rapsodo is it takes, I'd say, about 3 to 5 seconds post-pitch for those numbers to pop up. It connects to an iPad and you have it right there. So that is huge for our athletes to be able to throw a pitch and get instantaneous feedback on what that pitch just did. So it kind of cuts down the time of actually making adjustments, and we're able to throw a pitch. If we like it, stick with it. If we don't like it, okay, let's add a cue or something that the trainer sees, and gives them a tip to try to improve the next pitch. They take in that verbal cue, whatever it may be. They throw the pitch, and you can check the Rapsodo 3 seconds later and see if that actually improved the pitch. And if it did, then run with it. Or if it didn't, then you might be able to scratch it. So it really actually gives you verification on if you're improving your pitches in a bullpen instead of just kind of hoping that, oh, that felt better and that looked better. Bug, you got anything to add to that?
Yeah. I mean, Rapsodo has been an incredible piece of technology that you can just basically take anywhere with you and get instantaneous results and feedback from any given pitch, right? If you're working on anything specific, like you said, you can get instant feedback and show you exactly what happened with that pitch. If you have Rapsodo data already, we have an OA pitch comparison app. So if you plug in the numbers, you're able to compare your pitch to actual MLB pitchers. This is made possible by Ben Manglesdorf, of course. He is Cal Poly's baseball and data analytics team.
Yeah. Another thing to mention about Rapsodo is, as the Rapsodo is now sort of an integral part of the baseball community, so is technology in general, so is Twitter, so is the ability to recruit people remotely, which the Rapsodo helps with hugely. Now with the emergence of Flat Ground and with all these college coaches having access to emails, having access to Twitter, if you're able to kind of get yourself out there without going to showcases or whatever through video, and when you send a coach a video, he more than likely will ask you now for your Rapsodo data. This kind of allows the coach some more, what's the word?
A clearer picture of what you have in your arsenal, probably.
Yeah, it gives the coach more information about you as a pitcher instead of just, oh, that ball looked like it moved on camera. They don't know the camera angle. They don't know, if for some reason that pitch moved better than it usually does. But if you throw a lot on the Rapsodo, and you can have a Rapsodo report where it shows you your averages over time and your average U break and H break on your different pitches, you can send it over to the coach and kind of, I'd say, makes him feel a little bit more secure about his decision to recruit you if he likes you and he likes your Rapsodo numbers. So the Rapsodo is definitely something that a lot of coaches have asked us about when they see a video from one of our guys and they like the kid, whether it's at the high school level or at the college level, or even someone trying to play pro ball, and we get an email from possible pro coaches that want to sign them. They definitely want to see the Rapsodo data before they seriously think about recruiting them. So it's helped us sort of verify some of our guys in the recruiting process, helped some guys get to the next level. It's helped us make instantaneous changes and actually have some verification if those changes are improving the pitch or not improving the pitch. And yeah, I think it cuts down the feedback, or cuts down the time it takes to actually improve someone. So all in all, we love the Rapsodo here. It's a tool that can show you a clearer picture of your arsenal, as Isaiah said. It's something that coaches want to see. We can dive into it more in future podcasts, but this was just sort of a basic what the Rapsodo shows you type of podcast, and we kind of want to get that information out to you guys, because I know we say Rapsodo a lot, but we haven't really dove into it or give anyone just like, hey, here's a quick breakdown of what exactly it shows you. But yeah, I mean, do you got anything to add to that, bud?
I think you did great.
I think that's it. So that's kind of a basic overview of what the Rapsodo shows you, how we use it here, and how it's used in the recruiting process. We will probably dive into a little deeper dive on what else we use the Rapsodo for in future podcasts. But if you have any specific questions in the meantime, let us know. Until then, I think that's it from us. Have a good day, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Thanks.